fighters, you know, where they're both really starting out very early in their careers. They're very inexperienced, so they're going to have a go, and I think they'll be very nervous, obviously being in front of the cameras. But no, I think it'll be a good fight. Both kids will. I'm sure they're going to go in there and have a good time.
They're coming out. Leo Christou making his way to the ring. As we see a good crowd building up here. We're all here to see Love Mornadu take on Gustavo Coelho. That is the main event coming up later on this evening. But we've got some action for you coming up before that fight. So Leo Christou, as we said, one fight, one loss, lost on points in his debut pro bout. Just a youngster, former power lifter in fact, before taking up boxing to get fit. An unusual way to get into the sport.
It certainly is, Warren, but I've got to tell you, I mean, powerlifting normally slows you down because you're so tight and sort of muscle conscious that it just doesn't give you great reflexes. But you can be surprised sometimes how hard some of these kids can punch.
An apprentice carpenter by trade. We'll see if he can build a good foundation in this opening fight. 6 3-minute rounds, as we said.
0.5 kilograms, wearing maroon and black. One fight, looking for his first win. Make welcome Leo Christou. His opponent in the blue corner, hailing from, trained by Ray Giles. He has one fight for one win. Ladies and gentlemen, Max Mareconte. The third man inside the ring, Mr. Brad Vicali. Your judges at ringside, John Wright, James Creether, and Tony Rock. Your timekeeper in attendance, Diane Rock.
Max, Leo. All right, gentlemen, now you know the golden rule in boxing is protect yourselves at all times. You both know the rules, and I've given you my instructions in the dressing rooms, and I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Keep your punches above the waistline and not around the back of the head. Wish you both the best of luck. Touch gloves, go back to your corner.
We're about ready for action here at New Seagulls. The first bout of the night, a junior middleweight bout. 6 rounds. Leo Christou fighting out of the red corner. Right ponytail there. Up against Max Mareconte from the Gold Coast. Mareconte in those blue and silver trunks. Maroon trunks of Christou there, firing out some good punches to the body early on.
I think you will find, Warren, that most of these young fellas, especially in their early part of their career, will feel their way around for about a few rounds and then come on strong later, unless of course they're very nervous and they'll come out blasting from round one. Leo looks very, very powerful, as I said earlier, because of his weightlifting background, but I think Maxi may have the boxing ability from what I can see at this moment.
Christou definitely trying to go downstairs and putting some heavy work on the body of Max Mareconte. Back into the red corner there, but then Mareconte doing nicely to fight his way out of the red corner. Good left lead from Mareconte there. Christou still trying to load up and one of those bombs away to the body.
I think both of these young fellas have a lot to prove here, Warren, for a simple reason. They both lost their first fights. And of course, there's a lot to prove tonight to get on that winning streak.
Christou trying to up the pace. They come back to centre ring. Both men just flicking out that left jab. Mareconte looks very composed. Christou coming back there on the counter with a couple of heavy shots to the body once again.
Stop. Maxie.
They come to the clinch. Brad Vicali gets in and stop them. A warning there to Christou. Those punches perhaps slipping around the back there of Max Mareconte.
I think maybe a bit of too much excitement that got in there, but I don't think the young fella meant any harm in that. Just that he got excited and got carried away and threw some big punches.
Oh, Christou there, good left hand. Oh, and then back downstairs.
Watch your head today.
Rips to the body again. No sign that Mareconte's got the toll of any of those punches as yet. He looks very composed still, but Christou's certainly hitting them pretty hard then, Joe.
He certainly is. In fact, you can see the power that he has thrown towards Maxi. And the thing is this, that I think at the end of the day, the first 2 rounds, as I said, is going to determine who's going to be the winner at the end of this fight, because there's the power hitter and there's the boxer.
So a good opening round from both men. Leo Christou, a work downstairs, and Max Mareconte to take his time and just try and pick off Christou with a left lead, doubling up at occasions. As we go into the corner here of Leo Christou.
But you got to time that you've got millions of the jabs got to go. And then they see the jabs go boom. Try listen, try a straight right hand. You don't have to move all the way back. It's boom, straight on. He's the total timing now. He's a jabber. He's a jabber. I love it, man. I love it. Okay? Big jabber. You got to roll it. The minute is it done, it's a jabber. Okay.
In the corner there with Leo Christou and his trainer Johnny Taupau, former Aussie light heavyweight. In fact, once fought the former world light heavyweight champion Jeff Harding, of course, famous name in Australian boxing. Well credentialed is the trainer of Leo Christou, having some words of wisdom for his man at the end of the first round.
See, the problem here, Warren, is that unfortunately with the fight only being, as you say, such a
6 rounds.
6 rounds. Unfortunately, the fight doesn't really give him too much time to settle down. And I think in this case, where Leo Christou is really putting on the power.
Step back, please.
I think Leo is going to have to really sort of come on more powerful, because I think the judges will rule this fight on jabs and right crosses.
Mareconte content just to flick out that left hand. In the eyes of Christou. Just over a minute here in round 2. Scheduled to go 6. We'll see if they go the distance. A good left lead on that occasion from Christou. Really found the mark there of Mareconte and snapped his head back. Just beautiful clubbing right hand there, trying to really take the toll there on Max Mareconte. Mareconte's taken a couple of big shots, but still being calm and cool out there in the middle of the ring. Dominate the ring.
A lot of those punches seem as though they're landing. We're going to have to land some decent hang-on punches. As you can see, they look very good on television, but they're not really making much point to his opponent, Maxi. Unless, of course, Mareconte's got an iron jaw.
Well, we'll soon see. Just under 40 seconds left in the second round here as the crowd get animated at New Seagulls. Grips of the body again, missing on that occasion from Christou.
Again, as I said, Ron, a lot of those punches are going inside of the glove, so they're not really making too much dent. He's just going to have to punch correctly if he's going to make any indentation of it.
Stay tidy, son. That's your lead. Just work off your lead. Be patient. Be patient.
Here Ray Giles firing out the instructions to Max Mareconte as the end of round 2 comes at New Seagulls. Well, good even round from both fighters. Mareconte, though, does look very composed and, well, hard to score that one, I'd say, Joe.
I gave it even Stevens on that one because I think they're both sort of, as I said, the jabber was working, but the aggressor was coming on, so I gave him even Stevens.
He's going to get quick to stand and go off it. Now, remember, take the lead off him. If you take the lead, he's not going to know you. Beat him to the punch and then shift. Keep changing the angles. Stand in front of him, you'll get caught. keep shifting. Bit of water. Right? A little water now, a bit more water. Now listen.
Looking for one punch, Max.
He's looking for one punch. Now remember, take the lead off it. But you've got to have more snap in that punch. You're pushing it instead of getting the shoulder through.